So I'm the only guy that's ever elk hunted before. All these other fellas have never done it. And man, they've worked hard, they've studied, they've prepared, and man, I really feel that we're gonna come out on top.
Mentally, left a little bit of chaos back home. So that's occupying me a little bit.
I think, Ben informed me that I'm the least prepared one of the bunch, equipment-wise. I'm really hoping I can set my tent up. I borrowed it too.
I love it if you take that tent out and it's Hello Kitty.
All new terrain for me. I've never been out west.
Just want to unplug and get reset. Not to rush through this. Just take every minute in.
Get away from work with no deadlines and disconnect and just be in God's creation.
And we can still see the trucks.
I can still see the truck and we're lost.
I heard Keith talking about pre-hunt goals, and it's pretty phenomenal, some of these guys pre-hunt goals, and mine was to be in the best adult shape I've ever been in my life, and man, by far I am. I've lost 20 pounds in preparation for this trip, and I feel like I am in better shape than I've ever been going into an adventure like this. So I expect that to pay off big time, that on the last day I'm hunting as hard as I was hunting on the first day. Strip away the pride, the arrogance, and the fear. Go before us, God. Bless us with safety. Bless our ankles with solid steps. Bless our backs with strong muscles. Bless our shots with strong follow through and shot placement. We love you, Lord. Thank you for bringing us here safely. Thank you for this opportunity. In Jesus' name, amen. In Idaho, only 10% of elk tags are filled. Only 3% of those are archery tags. On average, it takes 5 to 6 years for an out-of-state hunter to harvest their first elk. The odds are not in one's favor. So here I am going on my 4th elk hunt. I've been so close so many times. Years ago, I went to Colorado and we had really close calls, but were unsuccessful. My second attempt was in the Gunnison National Forest in Colorado. We were backpacking. It was incredible. But let me tell you, it was the hardest thing I had ever done.
Something I'll never do again.
Man, I didn't understand that desire for more. I wanted more of that raw adventure, and I wanted my son to experience it with me. So when he turned 18 in 2014, we packed up the truck and we headed out west. We had so many close encounters, and we failed. Blake couldn't join me this season, but I wanted others. I wanted my brothers to experience this kind of adventure. In turn, I suckered them all into it, with the theme of raw adventure and screaming bull elk. You know, they say after your first elk hunt or two, it gets in your blood, and there's no getting away from the beckoning call of the mountains.
Physically and mentally, it was tough for me.
Fear of failing, or fear that I don't have what it takes to get it done. And that hinders my decisions.
The first couple of days when we absolutely saw zero, we looked at each other like after day one, we're like, what's the point here? Like, I think we're gonna spend 7 days just walking around Idaho.
You know, I said at the beginning of the trip that I was 100%, planning on killing an elk, which was the reason why, I came on this trip. And but I also said, I'm not going to miss the moments in between. Let's see, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What are we on, Wallace? F or G? We are on plan F. The guys that are here aren't here by chance. Each one of them are special. But man, some of these guys are some of the best friends of my life. And didn't get to spend as much time with some as I did others. But watching the layers just be stripped away. You know, there's something about raw creation that God uses to just awaken us to something so much greater. And to see guys recognize that and then to engage in it.
My expectations of how I stack up to other people has, for so many years, has been influenced by my success in the fitness world. I've just expected that I would be one of the top of whatever. And it just hit me like super hard, like, what? This is not how it's supposed to be. Come on, give it up. Up on that mountain, I think Jesus was saying, dude, you got a lot of pride wrapped up in a lot of what you do. That's become part of your identity. That lesson just really, really hit me strongly.
Hunting elk is no joke, and I knew that there was an emotional element as well. To be unplugged like that for the average, everyday guy is significant. It's pretty neat, man.
Yeah, so that's how I spend my morning.
I feel like crap. I feel like crap that I'm here hunting. And one thing this trip really brought to surface is how I don't take advantage of the time that I have with my family. That's one thing that I'm gonna change leaps and bounds when I get home.
I realized how many corners I cut. You know, as a dad or a husband, where I'll, you know, lay down the law, you know, because I love them and I want to lead them, but I don't have the virtue to back it up.
In our fast-paced, self-indulgent, selfie-taken society, there may be no better way to bring focus to the craziness of life than through raw adventure. You see, we all desire the same thing: more challenge, more meaning, more purpose. The desire for more exists within all of us, and for many, adventure rapidly brings these desires to the forefront and into focus. This may be the very reason that we seek adventure. Our lives can be defined as an expedition in pursuit of fulfillment. We have climbed the mountains, fished the streams, hiked the hills, and have swum the seas, all in an effort to acquire the elusive trophy of fulfillment. All of our attempts have ended in dissatisfaction. The desire for more is still burning.